Hey people, Injured here, 3v3, SDL Province, blue team. It's RedRe Venge with a Techmarine. Starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. The Space Wolves elite scheme here, so I guess this guy is an Iron Priest, I think they call him. Alongside Paranoid Kamikaze with an Apothecary support hero, fighting in melee combat by default begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Looks like the Dark Angels DLC recolored here, blue. Rounding off the team is Piluco with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fighting in melee combat with a refractor shield here. Red team, the King of Pythons with a sneaky hiding Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support. Alongside Noisy with a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, very strong offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Yeah, just capping with his arse apparently there. Shooter Boy's got into a bad position though. And rounding off the teams, oLev using his Rift Tear from miles away here as a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster with strong support and control. The Rift Tear slowing down those units of Paranoid, allowing the Warboss to get in there. Strike Squad also following those guys in melee. West side meanwhile, Pythons, the King of Pythons I should say, makes a move. Knocks over the Techmarine, keeps on chasing him. Warboss is deep in enemy territory now, needs to run. Destructor does okay. Can have some support 2v1 against that Techmarine, but looks like Kamikaze can break out quickly and come and support maybe. Scouts are forced to retreat. Doesn't seem like we have any shotguns up very early on. Do have some big shooters though. Aiming what's that? Suppressing those Tactical Marines, and the Mastercrafted Bolter makes an early appearance for the Techmarine of RedRe Venge. DPS boost also gives you the high-powered shot for a burst of damage and instant suppression. You just saw it on the sluggers there, killed a model and suppressed them. Wild Banner should be dealt with. Some free XP for the Tactical Marines and stuff. Sentinel of Piluco helping out. What's this? That's the Lord Commissar, who's pushed forward and capped that natural wreck point of the red team. Wild Banner falls to try and grab the point, the power point there. And grabbing these western contested points too. Decent start for the blue team. Pushed back a little bit, but they weathered the storm and broke out and bounced back. Here are some operatives of oLev. Sneaking around with their shotguns. What are they up to? No, chuck stuff. They've got loads of things to chuck. Start off with a smoke grenade to throw, I believe. They can get incendiary and a melter in tier 2. Strike Squad taking some shots at the Sentinel. Here comes the Lord Commissar, trying to go after the Stormtroopers, getting slowed down by that Rift Tear. Nicely timed, still gets in. And those guys couldn't cap. Killed one. Yep, killed one. Here's some support from Paranoid Kamikaze, 2v1 now against oLev. Stomp comes in, misses the Daemonhunter. Daemonhunter versus Apothecary now. I believe the Daemonhunter has more DPS out the gate with his very fancy looking sword, I think. I think he's around 35 DPS, like a Farseer kind of thing. Apothecary is 25, but of course has that awesome heal, which can swing engagements so hard early on. Rangers, double Rangers in fact for King of Pythons, and the Orks too on the power with burner sluggers. Gonna fall pretty fast here, this power. Looks like this is Paranoid Kamikaze looking for the flank, but it's only double scouts unupgraded. Strange that they got double scouts up, but didn't upgrade either of them. Devastators are on the field. Looks like the customized Storm Bolter on the way for the Apothecary. Devastators are in there. Gonna eat a grenade though. Another grenade on the tax. Holy crap, did that wipe them? That did wipe them. Value grenades here. Devastators barely get away. I think he had to heal them actually to get them away there. But that was a rough grenade on those tacks. Wiped them all. I guess they were at 2/3 health or something already. I didn't quite clock how much health they had. I don't think even a perfectly placed grenade will wipe full health tacks. No way. Maybe if they're right in the middle, all bunched up. Don't know how much damage the grenades do offhand. But tacks have 350 health each. Battle Brother has fallen. This is fellas here dropping models. to those Rangers. So maybe, no, not Assault Squad for RedRe Venge. Goes tier 2. East side, meanwhile, Noisy's over here now. What was that knockback? Oh, that was from the Catachans. Disruption from some Orks there. Big old retreat from Noisy. So oLev will be left here alone. Sneaky operatives though. They're also detectors, you can tell from the eye icon there. And there is a incendiary grenade. Thanks to the fall back plan. Allows them to break retreats, which gives them a bit of health regen when they do that. Just saw their flash grenade go off there when they retreated too, those fellas. Are they going to break retreat? They're still on full models. Does have a long cooldown though. I wonder how much the health regen is. Does it actually tell you that here? It doesn't tell you that here. Most likely it tells you it on the tooltip for the actual ability. Daemonhunter's still in here. Oh, that was energy burst on the Catachans, taking some of their energy and their speed away. And they are quite energy intensive. Their shotguns and their grenade launcher and their smoke grenades and stuff. On the west side, Banshees be running. Looks like they bashed some power though. And it's a Razorback for RedRe Venge, out quickly in tier 2. Was pushed all the way back in base, and these guys are all being sneaky, so the Razorback can't see them easily. They are kind of getting close enough to see now and then. Can't shoot at such stuff you can't see, I guess. And there's no detector on the scouts. They don't have their sergeant. They're grenading the generators here. Devastator's suppressing and shooting the crap out of stuff. Got a decent amount of kills there. Attacks are turning into Stern Guard, so they don't need to reinforce the other models. It does come down as Stern Guard. Orks here again. Noisy's been on the power so quick. Gonna get all of it, I think. I mean, the sluggers are being suppressed, which should help. Suppressed by the high-powered shot, I think. Devastators get around the back. Kamikaze's with them. No grenades for those retreating Orks, though. They did not get a full bash. That generator survives. Warboss trying to kill the Techmarine. Got his bang bang hammer and spiky armor. I hear Banshees yelling. Trying to get in on the Space Marine stuff. They're not sure why they retreated. Maybe they got full autoed. No, I don't think so. He's got full energy. I don't think the Devastators were set up and there was no shotguns. Not sure why they ran away. Maybe the Razorback coming in. They thought they may as well leave. More fiery stuff. Is that from the operatives? Where are they? Maybe they might have thrown it and run away. More running away from a Daemonhunter who's gone for the Armor of Fortitude. Gives Indomitable. Put something in stasis so it can't be hurt. I think you can use it on enemies too. Like to just take it out of the fight for a little bit. Not just your own units to save them. Blue team pushing up through the mid. Need to deal with a bunch of Orks though. Need to get on that aiming what's that quickly to suppress. There we go. The Devastators will get one burst and then they'll be suppressed and need to take a while to shoot again. Sluggers get in. Retreat from the devs. Full auto messed up the Warboss, but still gets in. And those sluggers have their Nob leader. So they're all of a sudden very dangerous in melee to those tactical marines. The slugger Nob has 350 health and around 60 DPS power melee. Wraith Guard on the field now for King of Pythons. These Wraith Cannons do good damage to all targets, also suppress infantry. And he can't suppress these guys too. Their big weakness is melee, which RedRe Venge doesn't have any of at the moment. Does have shotguns up though. Help against the Banshees coming in maybe. On the east side, power being fully bashed and now decapped by Piluco. Although his own power's under threat here by the Orks potentially. Meanwhile, west side kicking off. Warlock goes for the decap. Any war gear on this guy? Nope, still level 1-2. Stern Guard are up, of course. They'll have their Kraken bolts loaded in by default, which are good versus heavy infantry and heroes. So good versus the Wraith Guard, which are heavy infantry. Banshees asking for a shotgun blast. Maybe no, the scouts get inside the Razorback. Stone Guard switching to the Hellfire rounds, good versus light infantry and heroes. Doing damage over time. There's that high-powered shot, but the Eldar just stroll through straight onto the power again. Doesn't really have a way to deal with the Wraith Guard very well. Looks like the Techmarine is going to try and get into melee with them, stop them firing those very dangerous Wraith Cannons. But he can't stay there for long, as you saw. Could get a melee weapon on the Techmarine, but looks like RedRe Venge is going tier 3. Stone Guard taking big hits from the Rangers. Wraith Guard trying to get the shots on the Razorback. Stuck in base a bit there, RedRe Venge. Then the back foot in the mid. oLev's Daemonhunter might fall from the sheer weight of lasguns. And indeed they do. The guardsmen here up to 12 models reinforcing 3 at a time, but down goes the Chimera. Completely missed that. I think that was a barrage from the tank busters. Nicely done by Noisy. Noisy's lost some shooter boys though. Does have a power claw up in tier 2. Also angry bits to charge around and be angrier. Gonna get a revive on the Daemonhunter, which might level him to 3. Hey, level 3 Warboss. Devastator's helping to control the sluggers. So wide open area though, it's easy to get around them. Meanwhile, west side still locked in base is RedRe Venge. Can they get something up in tier 3? Have they already queued something up? They haven't. Paranoid Kamikaze has a Predator tank on the field though. Webway gate up here to heal this stuff. The Warlock's Webway can heal allied units around it. Too fat, says Noisy. Not sure what they're talking about. Probably the Warboss couldn't get somewhere. oLev's Rhino is very low and no weapon upgrade on it. Eldar are still here. Wraith Guard being healed by channeling. Power completely decapped still here. Banshee's completely bashed it, I guess. Can Kamikaze get a nice flank with a tank? Boom! Killed a couple of Guardians. Oh, that second shot would have been good too. Hellfire rounds as well, doing their damage over time. Can they get a model off the Wraith Guard? And they're not tying him up. Looks like the Stern Guard are going in to tie them up. Rangers still being a nuisance. The Warlock just kind of hanging out, throws out the Destructor and runs. And those Wraith Guard actually got inside the webway. So they are safe back at base now, out the other end of the webway. Piluco hits tier 3. So they do have a tech advantage, the blue team, 3-2-1 to 3-4-1. And VPs are actually surprisingly even. All that pressure that King of Pythons put on. Did they not have the VP over there? I didn't even think to look. How long has that VP been blue for? Did they just get it back now, or was it blue for ages? Those guys barely getting away, that heavy weapon squad. Tank busters taking out the gens. Can they get them? Oh, they can get them. Shouldn't have said they were getting away. Sentence them to death. Attritions could get caught on retreat too. There's a Warboss and Sluggers there. Sluggers trying to move over. There we go. And the Warboss get a hit. I think they got a hit. They're not very quick at rotating, so it can be tough for them to hit retreating units. Noisy seems to be everywhere though. Warboss now charging in. Get some health regen and a really sizable damage boost actually. 35% more damage on a power claw. It's a hell of a lot. Tank busters getting a shot in. A volley in, I guess, on the tank. I mean, they're trying to bust it. Vanguard veterans on the field for Kamikaze now. Daemonhunter has got the Force Rod. Looks like it's regular melee damage, but you do get that Retribution. Knockback and silence. Very useful against an Apothecary. Won't be able to heal anything while he's silenced. Would actually stop the Vanguard veterans jumping out of trouble too. They are tearing up the Stormtroopers. They wiped them out, I think. Can they get the Rhino? They can get the Rhino. A rough fight for oLev. Vanguard veterans. Oh, they got stunned by the flash grenade or whatever it does. I don't think it's a stun. It like messes up your messes up your weapon range. It seems to stop them going into melee though. Unless they were targeting the Rhino and then the Rhino went down, they didn't target the operatives. Venerable Dreadnought dropped in by RedRe Venge and moving in on base a bit there. Looks like this power's been bashed. That's pretty good. They've got the west side. Blue team are doing well here, despite all that pressure on RedRe Venge. Pythons couldn't actually get to tier 3. Is someone going to buy this power? None of them are tier 3 in red team. Blue team have done better on the power bashes than I thought, I think. 3-2-1 to 2-4-8 on the VPs. Venerable Dreadnought kind of standing around here. There is a Bright Lance on the field now for King of Pythons. I mean, it's not like you need to go tier 3 in this game. You can fight tier 3 armies with tier 2 armies. Down goes the Razorback. And the Venerable Dreadnought is in trouble, let's say. And look at this, it got the Dark Age too. It's charging out into the pillar. Need to keep moving, buddy, I think. Just keep on moving. Vanguard veterans in there from Kamikaze. Gonna meet some sluggers. They're level 2 already though, these guys. Tank Buster Barrage on the tank. Look at that damage, holy crap. From the triple Tank Busters, almost got it. 3-2-1 to 2-2-7 on the VPs. How much life does that Venerable Dreadnought have left in it? With a Bright Lance and Wraith Guard and triple Tank Busters. And a Powerful Warboss. These guys have aspects of strength, they do. Although they don't really want to fight a Venerable Dreadnought. Neither does the Warboss, really. Stone Guard. Somewhat lucky to get away with 3 models. More power bashing from Noisy. But they're not getting control of their own power here. We've got some Crusaders up. Hey! Unique unit to the Daemonhunter from his global bar. Increase their damage and their damage resistance as they lose models, which is quite fun. And they have that ability that I've forgotten the name of. Is it Battle Frenzy or something? Which gives them a whole bunch of buffs, even more damage and damage resist, I think. Uh-oh. You saw what that was. That was Inspired Determination on Catechins, which makes them terrifying. Looks like they got overwhelmed there, but they really tore through the Crusaders. So they changed the Crusaders so that they get that Battle Frenzy even without their squad leader. But when they get their squad leader, I think they get an improved version of it, is how it works now. 275 to 227, Techmarine is down. Going to be an easy revive and an easy level for Paranoid Kamikaze. oLev kill. Just oLev kill. Just kill things, oLev. What are you waiting for? Lehman Russ, maybe they were talking about. Maybe they were pinging the Lehman Russ. Down it goes. Noisy got it mostly done with the Tank Busters and the War Truck. The Rocket Run couldn't quite come in quickly enough to save it. I don't think that Lehman Russ was there for long. Where's that Warboss? He's running away at level 3. Warlock has the Cloak of Shadows. Red team are back on the west side. So they don't seem... Yeah, 0 gens. They can't get tier 3 going on. You got gens up here now. Mark target on the Guardians from the Signum armor. Bad news for those fellas. They got a cap though. Well done, fellas. Venerable Dreadnought is here. Needs some repairs. The Scouts and the Techmarine can repair. Banshee is going for a long way around. They want to steer clear of the Venerable if they can. Not sure how they're going to make that work. Maybe go all the way around to get to the Stern Guard. Venerable is on them though. Here's a War Truck, and we know what's inside of it. A bunch of Orky rockets. Look at that. They can just get straight back inside again and drive. Such a good anti-vehicle solution, having an anti-vehicle unit inside of a transport. And down it goes. There's the Stoicism, whatever it is, I always forget. But it makes it better for 10 seconds until it falls. There we go. Get constant inspiration around it. Stoicism, I think it is. That's what I'm going with. Stubbornness on the Commissar now. Energy Burst, and Crusaders going in there. Heal goes up for the Vanguard Veterans, though they've got their Power Fist upgrade. Well, I guess it's a side grade. I mean, it gives them options, allows them to take on vehicles a bit more effectively, but you're losing a Thunderhammer, which has that passive knockback chance on power melee. 203 to 227. There's an Orc Eldar meeting going on, which is probably interesting. Oh, they capped that power point. Wraithguard have been a real pain in the ass for RedRe Venge. Been used very well by Pythons. The king of them, you know. Vanguard veterans jumping in. Messing up some operatives. And now the Daemonhunter is going to get messed up quite a lot. Not seen them use Retribution. I'm sure they have used it. Probably been on the screen and stuff as well. Down goes the Daemonhunter then. Here come the operatives. Can't get their squad leader until tier 3, I think. They're messing up the Devastators though. Barely made it out of there with that heal. Apothecary hits level 7. Improved medical equipment. Has the Armor of Purity as well. What's going on west side though? They're going after the tank. Tank Buster Barrage, there it is. Has been placed well. Pretty well. It's barely alive. Blessing of the Omnissiah being used to heal it up from a Techmarine here. Not sure what these Banshees are up to. They're trying to get to the tank, maybe. Here come Tank Busters. That might be enough. It is enough. I don't know if the War Truck's going to get away, though. Oh, they didn't switch to Vengeance rounds of Stern Guard. So they can't shoot the War Truck down. Looks like it is going to be okay. RedRe Venge having a rotten time. 2v1 on the west side here. Here comes Piluco all the way from the east side to help out. Kamikaze has gone through the mid look. And got the VP 199212. Can they get this power back in their hands though, consistently? We do have tier 3 from Noisy, tier 3 from King of Pythons, and in fact we have flash kits on the field. Blasters on the way to blow up some Marines. Very effective versus heavy and super heavy infantry. Especially if they're blobbed up like this. Got a sergeant on these fellas. Just took his helmet off, that's how you know he's a sergeant. He's inspired determination for the Catechins. Trying to finish off the War Truck. They might be able to. They have their Sarge, right? I think he's in there with his melter gun. The War Truck keeps on driving though. 199 to 177. VP's very, very close. Crusaders fighting the Lord Commissar, getting that buff as units fall, as models fall, I should say. Can't take it all on though. Purification for the Daemonhunter, and there's some Retribution. You're not really stopping an ability on Guardsmen though, are you? They look perplexed. What was that, fellas?
The enemy is capturing one of our strategic points.
More flash kits on the way for Noisy. RedRe Venge with a plasma cannon. Maybe Land Raider Redeemer next, but I mean you're up against Eldar and you have tons of anti-vehicle with the Tank Busters and the Wraithguard and stuff. But a Land Raider is a Land Raider. That is for sure. Techmarine level 4 goes in to tie up the Wraithguard, which is smart. But I don't know if they can deal with the Warlock. You see the Stern Guard using their Kraken bolts to try and DPS him down. But he's on them now. Can't shoot him when he's swinging on you. 199 to 108. Blue team have opened up a little bit of a lead here. It's kind of surprising. It seems like they get stuff and then Noisy and King of Pythons blow it up, but they still have more VPs. How much red Kamikaze has here? 810. What are they doing? No Terminators, no nukes. Are they saving up for a Land Raider maybe? Well, Land Raider Redeemer is on the way for RedRe Venge. They have Scouts, they have Stern Guard, they have a level 4 Techmarine. And soon, they'll have a Land Raider. 199 to 87. Crusaders back up to their 5 models, almost leveled up to. Blasters for the flash kits. That is the flare from the Commissar to reduce range of stuff. What is this? Terminators? It is Terminators. From Paranoid Kamikaze. 199 to 73. Warboss, level 5. Very upset that his team doesn't have the VPs, I imagine. Taking smacks out of that Lord Commissar, knocks him over. Flash kits. Trying to get the VP, are they? Why are they not capping here? Oh, it looks like the Daemonhunter's capping. West side is turning red. It is red. It's already red. It just can't get their natural VP. Fire Prism on the way for King of Pythons. Right Lance can't do a lot here. Has to run. Banshee's coming in. So are Guardians. Where are the Rangers? They were in the mid. Red team do have their natural VP under control now, but now they've lost the Western contested VP. Grenade comes in a little bit late to stop the cap, but they made him run at least. Another grenade hits that one fella pretty well, but he's alright. Oh, it's the Spirit Seer Warlock. No, the Warlock leader guy. Warboss is charging just to get to the VP, I think. He's in a hurry. Meanwhile, Kamikaze comes through the mid. Again, straight onto the VP. And oLev doesn't have a whole lot to stop this. They're floating a lot of requisition here. Not sure if another strat squad would have done much with the Vanguard veterans around. And it might have. A double energy burst maybe. Crusaders going after the Apothecary here. Doing some really good damage too. Fire Prism getting shots in from King of Pythons. Can those blasters do some work? Looks like they're already doing work against those Terminators there. Oh, look at that. They've got their squad leader now. That's a super battle rage, I think. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. Oh, Battle Frenzy. Fair enough. Was I saying that earlier? Maybe I was. Increases their damage resistance and damage just off the bat by 20% and improves Battle Frenzy for more damage resistance and health regen. That's it. Damage resistant health regen. Yeah, so they've become a beastly little squad when they've got that guy. 180 to 37, a no cap game. There's the Land Raider Redeemer though, allows you to reinforce and retreat back to it. Amazing support vehicle. It might make the difference on this west side. They already have a VP lead. Banshees trying to get in. I feel like they've struggled to do so for a while though. Ouch, they're marked. I think he's letting them die here to free up some population. They weren't doing a whole lot with the Mastercrafted Bolter and the shotgun. Fire Prism trying to keep a maximum range. Here's a Bright Lance. An infiltrated Bright Lance too. Can't get a shot though. Meanwhile, a Orks hits the Warboss in the head. What is this capping now? It's the Lord Commissar capping. Lord Commissar can't decap though. Operatives should have their Melter Bomb. Yeah, they have the Melter Bomb. The Sergeant has it, I think. Strat squad are going to take big hits from the Lehman Russ here. Yeah, they could have wiped if they were there for another second or so. 180 to 12. Blue team might have this right here, right now, with a 2-to-1 cap. Red team just really stalled in Tier 2. Couldn't get Tier 3 going. Lost their power over and over again. Really struggled to hold it, especially on that east side. There's the Eldritch, but it misses. And looks like blue team have done enough. Look at that. oLev got the Grey Knight Terminators out right at the end. That's what they were saving up for. They had tons of requisition. I wonder if just some more Strat squad or a Purgation squad or something would have been worth it. Hard to say though. There's the Crusaders. They were pretty awesome. Look at these heroes. Level 5 Techmarine, RedRe Venge under intense pressure on this west side, but comes out on the victorious team. Kamikaze did well supporting both sides, had a sizable arm at the end. Piluco, lots of pressure on the east side on this power here. A little bit depleted at the end, but they throw everything at it. King of Pythons was very strong on the west side, but just got stuck in Tier 2. Noisy again. Supported both sides awesomely well. Used the tank buses great. Just got stuck in Tier 2 for too long. And oLev, as you saw, had a bit of a rough time. The Crusaders did well. And I do like the Force Rod Retribution thing. I don't think I saw it used on the Apothecary though to mess with him. I'm sure it was. Operatives, as usual, did pretty well. Was level 5 this guy. There you have it guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.